Who's out there? Damn, nobody. Oh, who popped in? Anybody pop in? Oh, sick morning. Sick morning, sir. Sick bastard. Can we say sick morning, sick? Sick morning. There he is.
Morning.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, sick. We got one. We got nobody out there. It says one on the eyeball.
That's all right, man. I'm out here, man.
Yeah. I'm just feeling lonely, man.
I'm just feeling a little lonely this morning.
Everybody party a little bit too hard.
There's guns and baggers.
Guns and baggers. Easy, Pete. Oh, yeah, out there.
Morning.
Sniveling. Nobody was there. Like, dang, where's everybody at? See, Keyfob, he even showed up out in the chats to soothe my...
There he is, right over there. Right up there.
Comfort me. Oh, yeah. And he's up here with us.
We've made Keyfob go sit in the corner.
Yeah.
I am in the corner.
A little bit. Let's see.
Yeah.
Like when we're turned certain ways, we gotta swap. We go like this, like this.
See,
there you go. It gives you the inside. All in. We ain't facing out the screen.
Going for a nice ride today. After we wind this up here, we're going to head out to. We're going to go over to Nakalula Falls. I've rode this ride before, but I'm gonna probably video the whole entire thing, but only put out segments of it as I.
Click it on and on as you go, just to skip a bunch of dead space that you don't have to edit.
No, I'll record it from the time I leave here. I've got enough of battery. It's only an hour and a half ride over there. Yeah. I got plenty of battery to do it, but as I post the videos, I'll only do like a 15-20 minute segment.
Yeah.
Over a period of time.
Yeah.
A lot of winding, twisting roads between here and Nakalulu. That's over by Fort Payne.
Wow, you won't be far from the old hooligan, man.
I gave up on that years ago. Even last year, we tried to make a couple of tests, but I think he's kind of got a burr under the saddle about me or something because he never. Well, I'm very abrasive. You know how I am.
Yeah, pretty tough to get along with too. I know, man.
Sometimes I even argue with myself.
Yeah.
That's the only argument I can win.
That's freaking annoying, man. Rob, good morning. He says everyone is every Saturday. I'm off to the dump. That's right. You do the dump thing, and you go to dump off stuff, and you come home with twice as much sometimes. So, did you catch his video the other day about how he got that motorcycle, what he did, and then he put it down so simply. It only took a few little things. Of course, I never got it in shape like that quick, but if you got skills like that, he took that old and out there riding it like it was its first day off the showroom.
Oh, yeah.
It was really a neat comparison.
That is awesome, bro.
Which channel did that?
Say what?
Which channel did that?
Rob.
Yes.
Really?
A couple Yamaha chained to a light pole, basically a telephone pole or whatever. They were just decoration out there for I don't know how many years, and he decided to pull one in the shed. Took a few days with it, oiled it up. Same, fixed it, did a carburetor rebuild, and I'm telling all the goodies. You really should go watch his video. But that's basically what he did, Yeah. And even the same tires, catching air with it.
Yeah, the Yokohamas.
A lot of fun, man. Just
originally Yokohamas were on it, and they were still holding air. That's awesome, bro.
It's one of those. There's no reason not to ride. If there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, and he didn't even wind that thing out that much, but that thing, you can tell that thing moves.
I'd love to have one like that.
High revving motors with that 2-stroke.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Oh wow.
There we go. Guns and Beggars. How you doing? Good morning to you. Anything new happening? Out your way.
We just go from one storm to another. Now it looks
You
like
have.
it's clear here, and I think we're going to be able to ride out when we leave out. I think most of the storm will be on up north of us, so
Yeah.
it won't be going to the east. So we'll have clear weather that way.
Yeah, I don't know. You must have been in a long line of storms just waiting to come by and dump on old Mac over there because it seems like every day.
Yeah, I
You
think
get
it's from
I
my
come
house.
from a different kind of long line.
Yeah.
I come from a long line of losers.
a long line of stinkers.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
Uh,
Lawrence. To hear that. Yeah, man.
Sounds good.
Well, go ahead and finish up, Mac. What were you saying, bro? About the storms and
yeah, this ride over to Nakalula is about 90 miles from here,
yeah.
something like that. And well, there's just some country between here and over there. I always enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it again with the camera mounted on the front fender, or just on the cowling, just above.
Oh, yeah. I miss your gloves though. I remember you did that before, and I was like, "That's a nice. It's great to switch up." But I miss your gloves, man.
Well,
It's
when
like,
we get over there, I'll have Angelique take the her camera, and me sitting on the bike, and we'll have my gloves. That's how we'll end the video.
Yeah, you need the glove on the pole that you go put it out every once in a while and drop it in front of the camera. Why? Yeah, it's me. It's really Mac.
I've had a lot of bikers when we gather up where they go, man, I like them gloves. I go, well,
Yes.
they are coming. Mine is wore out. This is my third year of riding with them, and the ends of the fingers are pretty well, wore out where you
But yeah,
reach
every
over
chance we
twisting
get, guys,
this
get out and enjoy this weather. We got a break in it.
Yes, sir.
we go
Just,
into
yeah, did you? Yeah, I'm gonna put his Randy Rides. Good morning. Good to see a long-haired freaky. Give me a sign, man. Give me a sign. Get a long hair on the screen. Couple of them. Yeah, 6 considered longish too.
Yeah, I guess.
It's really getting there. You haven't cut it since I met you.
No, it's been 2 or 3 campouts since I've
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Measure things by campouts that we've made.
yeah.
In every campout, 6 like not gonna make it, can't make it, and then come campout day. Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Yeah.
Every
Flying
time.
in the top of a trailer or something.
Yeah, there's a will, there's a way.
Hitchhike down.
That's our motto today: is there's a will, there's a way.
Hey, Gloria.
Yeah.
Good morning, Gloria. Thank you for the
I gotta
Sick
make-
already knows if there's a breath in my body, I'm gonna do all I can.
Yeah, I know.
come by and pick them up. Yeah, he is the central part, man.
Bucks,
So
I
they
don't
sick.
care. I was like,
If
I'm
you're
gonna.
gonna take someone else's offer, just take the first one that comes to you, man.
Yeah.
We would have had you down there 2 days earlier.
Yeah.
You like to barter, you can say, well, let me see which one might be a little more. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
all of
I
a
completely
sudden
get why he
gets
waited.
See, that's-
Tuesday in his ride.
That's how bad I felt about me not being able to make it. I made sure my truck and my camper got down there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, between Ray Gregory and Sick, I bet they sucked the walls in on that thing.
Oh, you didn't
Well,
see the camper breathing? The
Oh,
camper was like a giant can. It was like. It was just the camper was breathing.
This is while we're talking. This is Rob's neighbor. A little bit of his video. You see all the rust and crap and weather that's been on that bike, and there's plenty of stuff that he did before this, taking it over some jumps and catching a little air. We're just showing you what you can do with the bike you restore. That's from what was that from the 70s or 80s?
That Rob's neighbor, he's about one cool guy. You can
He is.
he brings you content, he's just a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Ain't
got a
like-
95-year-old neighbor too, man. He gets
Look
to hang out with a lot, which I think is really cool. And let's see, a Honda 100's there. I think that's him too. Might be his neighbor. Yeah.
Speaking of, I didn't realize I wasn't subscribed to him this morning before I got my day started. I subscribed to him, and I'm gonna catch up with his content.
Yeah. Well, you're subbed up now. We put the link out there. I don't know if you got Randy either. Randy Rods, he's been hanging out with us a lot too. Really cool cat. So
Throw Randy's up so I can
I
grab it.
will. I'll get that out there
Car
again.
guy, motorcycles.
Well, I started with a under 100. So,
CB. CB 100, a Honda, blue and white.
Yeah.
That's what I've got in the shop. I wonder how cool if that would be like the same bike almost, right?
Yeah, my oldest daughter drove it, and when she got rid of it, I took it over until I picked up that 125.
Yeah, it's just the cutest little bike, blue and white, one pipe, CB 100 on the side cover, and
Motorcycle
I
talk.
just got to get it running for
love
the
it.
guy. But one after the other, you can only work on one at a time.
Sure.
So, but yeah, 2-stroke engine. And there's another one just like this. And so the license plate, you see how this one ends in a 7?
Yeah.
The other one is green, it's a 1.
Let's go through a little bit of the beginning too. Whoopsie, that's loud, ain't it? Sorry.
Look at here. That's so when you jump really hard and you use all the suspension, your seat can deflate faster.
Yeah.
So it's a deflation hole for your seat.
Good humor too, man.
I like that.
Huh? Freeze a bird out there. Woo!
Also, you could go pee-pee on a long journey.
I pulled the 125 in, rebuilt the carb.
Carbotronic, clean and supersonic. Jet so clear, it's feeling kind of bionic. Dirt and grime, yeah, it's gone in a flash. Now my bike runs sweet, no trash. Stuck flow.
Clean the points, tossed in a new battery, and within a couple hours, it started right up. The electric starter.
Okay, that's exciting, isn't it, huh? So I'm going to put the link out there for that and watch the rest of it. I don't want to steal his thunder with showing you everything, and go have a good time. Go support his channel, his video. He put hard work into everything to present it out there to us. So, no guilt, right? Huh? What kind of presenting it is that, ain't I?
Yeah.
It was
Go
great.
Yeah.
It was
Give me a
great.
little support, man.
Give us a preview. That's awesome.
Yeah. Got previews. That's it. Little teasers. All right, let me pull this down. Yeah, I hope you didn't mind, Carrie, sharing that. Usually people don't, but I thank you, man. I kind of know you, so kind of. That's what these lives do. They help you get to know people a little bit better.
Yeah, I shared it. I shared it on my community page.
Yep.
Yeah,
Seth is really good about sharing any new video that he gets a notification about. Just about anybody, I think.
Hey, what is the one thing you would think that we'd all have in common here, in this group or in any group? One thing that we all share in common, and we have a passion and a love for. Can you name me one thing we all share and have a passion and a love for?
Our friendship.
Music. Music.
That's true.
Yeah.
Motorcycles.
Yeah. So yesterday I began to think about the one thing that combines us all together. And you remember a long time ago, Cleeton's Clearwater Revival, big wheels are rolling, that beat, that sound, that came to mind. So I wrote a song, I called it Wheels 2.0 because it's all about wheels. Everything in our life is controlled by wheels spinning in the clock, wheels around town, tractor wheels. I just did a whole song on wheels. Just nothing but wheels.
Yeah, that's what Sterling named his channel by, because he loves wheels, and that's his whole thing behind Sterling Wheel. Is his VW Bug. He drives commercial for a living, right? He watches the old big boy train and just everything that's fascination. The VW wheels.
So let me ask this question here while I got both Moto and Buck. Buck, I'd asked you previously about where to buy totaled or wrecked motorcycles, and you said Copart, something like that. Is that right?
Copart.
Yeah.
Is
morning,
that
Randy.
the name of the
Copart,
website?
IAA, or there's several different places. Mostly with Copart and IAA, you'll have to go through a broker because it's mostly licensed dealers and stuff that go through them to buy rebuildables and stuff. But you can go through a third party or a dealer and stuff, and they can contract to find you something.
Open chassis.
What was it? April of 2020, either 2020 or 2021. I went to a insurance auction sale in St. Augustine, Florida, and I brought home 6 motorcycles.
Huh. Somebody else knows about Copart.
And they were all rebuildables, and they all had titles. They had superficial damage, or they've been laid down and covers knocked off, paint scratch, this, that, and that.
Oh, online auctions.
I'm gonna be adding a bike or two to the car.
Well, there is I never heard of Copart, so I looked it up, and this is for vehicles anyway. I guess you got a vehicle finder, and you can log in, do whatever, and either find a vehicle or sell one, right? Kind of auction.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking about? Okay.
All right.
Well, there you go.
There's a lot of YouTube content on them. You can see guys walking through through the whole yard, looking at different kind of bikes and wrecked up. Everything is either been wrecked or stolen, or it's there for a reason.
Yeah. You're familiar with it yourself.
Oh yeah,
Something new for me. Yep, it's all about wheels. So you fired up a new song with that, you were saying, that involves all wheels? We could probably...
Yeah, I just I put it together last night. I named it Wheels 2.0 because of thinking of Creedence Clearwater, Proud Mary.
Yeah.
That kind of
rolling.
Yeah, constantly rolling. Wheels. Everything keeps...
Yeah. No extra charge for the singing, by the way. That's kind of a free perk you get by coming to the live. And my sarcasm runs thick. Sorry.
Runs deep.
Starts early.
Not sorry.
Anybody want to hear last night's set list?
If you sing it.
Yeah. You got to sing it.
First set, good times.
Sorry.
Playing in the van, Help on the Way, Cumberland Blues, Jack Straw, Into Deal. Set 2, Sugary, Lost Sailor, Satum Circumstance, They Love Each Other, The Midnight Hour, Morning Dew, Drums, Space, Standing on the Moon, Althea, Uncle John's Band, and Encore Casey Jones.
Man, you just torture yourself, don't you?
I know. It's hot though. It's hot. I just published it. I just published the set list. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm gonna put this loop back on and see if you can hear it. Do we hear it?
Yeah.
That's you, right?
Yeah. That's me.
Big wheels, some roll on the road, others make big deals.
You can be a big wheel.
Ferris wheels, cheap thrills, and lots of fun. Light up at night with lights as bright as the sun.
Put old Max music link out there.
Oh, thank you.
Where you earn lots of cash. That money goes very fast.
Yeah, it does.
It never lasts.
It never lasts.
You can say that again.
Wheel, bet on red or black. Give it a spin. 50-50 chance to win.
Can you hear it good enough? Loud enough?
Good to me.
Good.
Left or right, it works the same day or night. It has a horn so the pedestrians can be warned. Four-wheel cars.
There's old Max music page as well. You want to go visit it. That's all it is. It's everything but put all the
That
important
was
parts.
inspired by CCR. I was thinking about them. I saw them in Atlanta in 1968, and I said, well,
Wow.
I tried to capture that sound, but I couldn't quite get there, you know.
Yeah, given the AI instructions is
Yeah.
an art in itself.
And I don't know anything about music, so I mean, that's difficult.
Randy, I love that set list. You know that, man. That's what I kind of grew up on. Kind of 100% did. Hetty Nug just woke up. Wanted to stop by. We're chilling, man. Try to listen to your words. Good story there.
Ships have wheels to steer the boat. Airplanes have wheels that spin so fast. Even on seaplanes that float. Wheels makes the world go around from country
Awesome.
to town.
Yeah, man.
Wheels are turning
Same here, Buck.
out in space. Wheels help
Peace.
America to win the space race. Wheels are spinning everywhere I look. Easy to use and you never need to read a book. Many wheels spinning you can't see. That works for me.
Very nice, Mac.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very much. Old Mac has now just left the building. Well, him and his music did. Well, not him. His music did. Old Mac is here. Welcome in a couple people here. Hetty Nug, if you're not familiar with Hetty Nug, he's somebody I have been following for quite some time. He's very crazy out on his rides. I believe he's like from across the pond, and it's a lot of fun, a lot of high energy in his videos, and he's just a really sociable, good dude. So you want to another channel to explore. If not, you'll probably see him here often. Maybe we'll see what happens, huh, Hetty? You get time to stop by. We appreciate you, man. I'm gonna get your link out here. I don't think I have your link in my link list because you haven't been by. You took some time off, you know. You got to take time off once in a while in your YouTube journeys. I don't know if you got to, but it's probably healthy. Damn, what happened? Let's go to that channel. I'm going to show you his channel real quick, too. I'm going to flash your channel, man. Here we go, Hetty Nug.
Thank you, Hetty Nug.
There's a Hetty Nug. We got 23 videos, 87 subs. Awesome small channel. See, blasting my Harley street pub to music I like. So, if you're going over there, you're going to hear whatever the hell he wants to play on there, his favorite stuff. He ain't caring about, you know, the YouTube thing and the monetization and all that stuff. So I try to cut out the boring parts of the writing and add in stupid stuff that makes me laugh. Hope you enjoy. Now, don't that just sound fun?
Sure.
It does. Yeah, sure. Hell yeah. Let's see.
Morning, brown chicken.
Yeah, go ahead, take over. I'm trying to cut and paste stuff so I can have it on hand for another day here. So we can meet up. I did give him a wrench. If anybody else doesn't have a wrench out there, just let me know. We try to make it easy for everybody to go to each other's channels, support whatever, be part of a friendship, or that's how I look at it. More of a keep you marked for friendship and support you when I can as well. There we go. File, save. And we're going to paste it. What did I do? Don't y'all talk at once now. If I had something to say, you'd all be talking right now.
Yeah,
That's right.
It's very quiet.
Look at us. So we're all doing it now. See there, look here.
It's rabbit season.
It's rabbit season. We
It's
gotta
rabbit season.
It's perfect saying for those quiet times.
Be very, very quiet.
It took me all that time just to do a small task. You got to roll over here, go there, get all this stuff done. And there we go. But now I'm set for next time. Now I am set. There we go. Yeah, we got a small chance, only 20%. And I went and I worked out on some new view and mounts for my bike last night. And so I'm excited to do a 3-camera view commute to work on the Harley and put the little bag. I took that big ass bag off there. It's like, man, I really don't need all that room for commuting. So we'll find out if I do or not. But it's like, what if you want to stop and get groceries, right? I never do that. And with the way prices are today anyway, you can't fill up your bag in the back anyway. So groceries are out the door.
Yeah, $50 per bag.
Yeah.
I was going to say the brown chicken, they are programs you can get on AI that's basically you take anybody's audio, you can select if I wanted to hear brown chicken, if he was talking, or Buck Brown, or you can duplicate that 100% to the, and yeah, you can do that. That's a really good program that you can mimic any voice, right, to the point where the person can't even tell the difference. When they hear it, they go, well, that sounds like me. Some of them are expensive and some of them are less expensive. More you pay, the more abilities you have with the program.
Let's see what a little bit of volume. I'm sure it's going to be some music we're familiar with. And
got my on pouch on the side now.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys see the show Bike and Beards yesterday? Yesterday's edition of Bikes and Beards?
No, sir.
No.
I stayed busy. I didn't.
He had a deal. He was out in town there, and he had 3 motorcycles: a little moped, a brand new Harley Davidson, and an old 1952 or 53 Harley.
Yeah.
And he pays you $20 if you can start the moped, then $100 if you can start the new Harley, and $1,000 if you can start the old 52 or 53 pan head.
This
Huh.
lead teacher that was nice.
And in the show, I think there was 2 people during the whole entire show that could do it. But there was a woman, she did it, and my gosh, she was awesome. She was 77 years of age. She did all 3 of them.
No kidding. That's great.
Oh yeah, she had a little spindly little leg, got up there, and she got it up on the power stroke, and then she had to do a lot of body motion to get it kicked through. That dang thing started.
Can you start my bike challenge? Rob said.
Oh my God, it was such a good. I love that show.
That's great.
A lot of people, a lot of UPS driver pulled up there to stop, and they wanted to try it out, but
Yeah.
there's a trick to each and every one of them. Like you have to put the key in and turn it. That's obvious, but some of them missed thing at, like the new one, it was in first gear.
Uh-huh.
And you can't start them in gear. You got to get them up in the neutral, and that was a catch with that one. And the old one had no catch except you didn't know where to start it. The knob for the key, like in the old days, you just turn the knob and also, you remember in the old days, you had a carburetor, so you give it a couple of twists on the throttle before you kicked it over, because you had an accelerator pump.
I could just see the Saw version of that. You know how they did the horror show Saw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the terrible things they had to do to each other. I don't know why that entered my head. But the challenge is so you can get that bike, either get it started or what will you do?
Yeah.
You're like, no, man, you go ahead and ride it. I'm good.
You can't get it started, the bike drags like rock terrain or something.
I know, right?
Oh man. That's crazy.
Y'all watch that, huh?
Yeah, that's entertainment for you.
Oh man,
What a God.
He became a mechanic fast.
You become a mechanic real quick.
Yeah, I didn't know I could rebuild a carb like that.
I didn't think my sister Connie would be on here today, because you remember yesterday it was her 78th birthday.
Partied
And
hard.
her and her daughter went out and had Mexican, and she called me on the phone and wanted to know the name of that restaurant we went to when I was down there. And they went to the very same place because, man, they had some fine food there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Florida's got so many good places to eat. One thing I love about Florida.
What's up, Jay Toppy?
Yeah, she made a comment on one of my videos or something the other day and told me a little bit. She went out and did whatever and had her a nice shot of tequila and probably ate the worm for her,
She did when she was young.
Yeah, hell yeah.
There was nothing that she wouldn't try. I'm telling you, back in the day, if you got into a fight, you'd want her on your side, man. She was tough.
Man. She have a pool stick in hand, be cracking heads, right?
Oh, hell yeah. She was raised right.
Hell yeah. My kind of girl, man. I'll tell you. The worm was always the big deal when I was a kid, because you want to try stuff for your first time. It sounded like a macho, cool thing to do, So let's do that, and you're the one that gets the worm, and you're the guy that can do it, and all the most people are like, "Oh, that's gross, not gonna do it," So in your brain, you think you did something fantastic. It's because I was, I'd suit up and show up for that stuff. Anything a little odd or crazy, I give it a whirl.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. You want the worm too? They're sick. Yeah, sign me up.
Here, I'll give you half of mine, man. I'll give you a bite. Here, go ahead and take a bite off of mine, man.
Take that black head.
Chump it, man.
And they're so fermented.
I did a video of Angelique eating her first raw oyster down in Florida at Alabama.
Shame on you.
Down there. Oh,
dude, I ate a lot of stuff. I ate a lot of stuff when I was in Hawaii and raw and everything. I had a Thai neighbor, and he turned me on to raw fish and aku, whatever it was. It's like a tuna, and you dipped it in different sauces sometimes, and do it while you were drinking beer and having a good time. And octopus, squid, whatever, or squid, not octopus, squid, uh, everything that you could imagine. But when it got to the raw oyster and all that juice that's in there as well, I had a little trouble with that. I don't remember. I know I only did it one time. Put it that way.
Hot sauce.
Yeah, that's what you need is to burn the flavor.
Tabasco. That's what I like in mine is Tabasco.
Yeah, Tabasco is right. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. And lemon. Tabasco and lemon juice. Oh,
Yeah.
good. Just pop those all day long.
Good morning, James Coates. How are you, my brother? Good. Hope you don't mind me calling you brother. I call everybody brother. Just a habit of mine.
Brother. Yeah, we shorten it now, man. It's just bro.
Bro. You don't have the energy. We get downgraded to bro.
What's
Yo,
up,
bro? It rhymes. You can never, when you get really stoned, yo, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you be sounding cool too. Yo.
Low rider.
Hang out.
I love that. Yeah.
Low rider. Oh, no.
Yeah.
How low can you go? Hello, Mac. Can you get down there? I heard you could.
Are we still talking about the same thing?
Yeah, I know. I kind of want.
Oh, James. Something wrong with you.
A little south there, didn't it, Keith? I kind of ran through my brain after I said it.
Oh,
how low can you go? Get down there, Mac. Like, what the hell are we talking? What are we talking about now, Keith? You would bring that up, wouldn't you?
I need some oysters. My female side is coming out, and I need something to make them old huevos, full and plump, and kind of start talking deeper.
Yeah. Oh, are we glamorizing those oysters?
Something very, very wrong.
We ain't right, man. We ain't right. Woo. We ain't wrong.
That's
We ain't right.
Right.
If we were right, would anybody pay attention to us?
Good Lord. I like a few gut busters every now and then. That's all it takes. Key Fob, you were the criminal, man. You brought it up.
Hey, I didn't do that.
Pointed it out, man.
It's all
That's
your
good. That was healthy stuff you dished out for us. I appreciate you, man.
That was Buck. When he came into the chat at the very beginning of the show, you should have known the deck was going to come out.
Yeah. Well, at least we didn't go on about his deck this time.
Yeah, no decking.
We put that to rest.
Put that deck in the dirt.
I need a coffee on that note. Hold on.
There's something either good or bad about your deck when everybody in the country is talking about it. You don't know exactly if that's good or bad. Hey, have you heard about old Mac's deck?
No.
Warning.
Oh. The good old days.
Did we lose Buck way back when?
Yeah. He said the signals was bad. He said he's going to stay in the chat somewhere.
We lost Buck before Brainy had to get on the phone call and had to go see what was going on.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Oh, there we go. Hetty Nug. I think he left quite some time ago. Nope. I just do that. I just plug. If you don't want to be, let me know. Like you just did. And I won't. I'll erase your link and never put it out there again.
Somebody asked for you that?
Me too. Yeah. Yeah, the voice changer is pretty fun. We don't get to use it that often.
Anytime Mac's around, you can hear it though.
Yeah. What's how about?
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
Coming.
Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, I got some other ones done. I didn't mark them, and I forget what they are, so I'm not going to hit them because it might be a hell of a surprise. Let's just do. Want to do a random sound check? Let's try one. Let's see.
Random.
See?
Nice. Nice.
See? Oops! Did I play that one? Here's one more. Let's see what that is.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah.
Sweet.
Like when you first got that. See?
I notice every time I do that, the key fob flinches.
Yeah. Yeah. That could be something to that. You never know.
The Three Stooges is always slapping, Harry, Curly, and Moe. The one that was frolically challenged, they always slap him on the head, Wow.
Yes. Frolically challenged.
When you hear sounds of people popping and smacking, in my family, you were probably next.
Yeah. So I say bring back a little bit of memory there.
So yeah.
It's the cringe. Neighbor has
That
one of
kind
those.
bell got my attention.
Yeah. Blows it every now and then. That's hilarious. It's so loud. It just shakes the valley. Man, I love the sound of those. And I watched some Big Boy stuff the other day about the steam. I think it was Jay Leno. And he was talking about to the guy who actually drove the Big Boy. Where is it starting from? Like, Illinois or Iowa? I didn't know it was that far in the midsection of the U.S. I always was thinking like where Sterling was. I guess they run it out there though because he chased it. And it's only one Big Boy, right? It's only one left that's running.
Oh.
Big steam engine.
Yeah.
In case I lost a few of you.
It has a 4-digit number, 4310 or something like that.
Yep. There's some symbology to all that stuff, but it was pretty cool. I was fascinated about that thing. It's just massive, like 2 or 3 times the normal engine.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It articulates. The train is so long, it actually has to have an articulation so that when they go around the corner, the boiler stays straight and the tracks, the bogies, the wheels in front of the driving wheels, they can turn like a car. They follow the rails and it articulates.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah. And it can, I don't know if it's, but it can do up to like 5 miles of train. I don't know if that's long compared to today's standards. I don't know. I don't think they have them that long very often, do they?
No.
I mean, imagine they would out. Well, not here, not
out
around
west.
So many towns.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 miles is a long.
It takes a long time to stage them up. There's a lot of staging takes place to get all them cars coupled up before they can get out along a string of cars like that.
Yeah,
and when they come into the yard, they got to break the staging apart, and that's a lot of work too.
Yeah, a lot of planning in that too. That's.
You know what a frog? You know what a frog is when it comes to railroading. If I was we were talking about railroads. What would a frog do? What role would the frog play in the railroad talk?
Now,
frog, F-R-O-G.
The little, almost like a little truck that sits on the tracks, and it's not the high rail, but it pushes the train cars back and forth when the. Come here.
No.
Okay, that's what I would have thought it would have been called.
Does anybody else have a guess on the frog?
No.
The switching portion, when you switch there's a one big metal piece that is shaped so that when they pull the switch, when it turns, that part where everything is laid on this big steel, that frog is formed by an explosive charge. It's what's called shape charge. In other words, they have to. It is you can't heat it and bend it because it'd fold up under pressure. So they take hardened steel and they shape it the way they want by explosions until they shape the frog. The frog is what is right there at the connection where the switching is taking place. That's called the frog. You can look it up on the Wikipedia or something.
Yeah.
Well, there's a company. The reason I say this, there's a guy that makes the frogs over here about 3 miles from me, and when he shoots those things, it shakes my house.
No shit. Yeah.
Well, it's really powerful. They use a plastic explosive in a shape charge. That's the best way they have instead of a single pour and then doing a lot of milling.
You don't get no warning when
the amount of degrees needed for that switch.
Yeah. Good morning, Carney. Thanks for stopping by, saying hi. Hope you're having a blessed day. What is this, Saturday in the middle of the weekend? Riding and having some fun and good weather your way. Well wishes.
That's how they get that special armor, Mac, right? They use the shape charges.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's different types of frogs.
Yeah, the frog one, I mean, referring to railroading. The plate where the switching takes place is called the frog.
They've got a flange bearing frog, a railroad jump frog, self-guarded frog, and they're all frogs.
Yeah. The frog is most of the switching frogs right there where the plate is, where the switch is all shape charged. We used to go over. They do this in a building over there, and actually, the law requires these seismographic instruments set up within 5 miles of where he makes them because people complained their basement was being cracked, sidewalks are being cracked, and
small tremors of an earthquake, huh?
Damn.
Yeah, that's a hell of it. They set it off every day at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay, so at least you know. Damn.
Huh.
Like in the armor in the military, a sabot round has like a probe in the front, and when that probe comes, and once it strikes an object, that shape charge goes in through 4 or 5 inches of steel.
Yeah.
Shape charge. Sabot.
You got some interesting stuff in the Alabama area. Alabama. Somebody else was from Alabama the other day and mentioned it, and I forgot now.
Asia is from Alabama. We didn't know that.
Yeah.
Who is?
Asia.
Yeah, that's exact. Now you thank you.
I thought she was from Louisiana, but she's from Alabama.
Yeah. It's all coming back to me.
Oh, you remember I made a remark. I didn't know Asia, where she was from or nothing. I didn't know anything about Asia to start with. And I was talking about me being a rapper, you know?
Yep.
But I liked the way you politically moved over how I had referenced to myself, the kind of rapper I was.
Yeah.
That was very polite of you.
Must have been an accident.
No harm was ever meant, because that's just a term used, you know, here in the South. It's used prevalently here, especially people from Georgia, more so from Alabama.
Yeah, them Georgians.
You can ask Ray Gregory what that means. He could tell you.
We don't know. We'd like to ask Ray Gregory, but he gone, man. He rides. He rides.
Yeah, man, he rides. He
rest
like
of us
all sitting around talking. We talk about riding. He does ride.
Talking about riding. What you doing, Key Fob? You all good, man?
Yeah, I was actually about to tell y'all. I was actually typing in the chat. I'm gonna dip off here, take Brandy fishing. Some things are going to be changing, so we're going fishing.
Yeah, I'm got to go pretty soon too. Love you, Fob, man. Thanks for coming by and sharing with us, and have a great time with Brainy, man.
All right, y'all. Love y'all. Y'all take care.
Have a good day, buddy.
Peace. Good dude. Good dude. Dude.
Good.
Hmm. Okay. Look at that guy with the you see that guy in the background with the red, white, and blue? I just now noticed that. Look at them
Okay.
gloves.
Oh
He
yeah.
copying old Mac, man. He should go out and get a flogging for doing that kind of stuff. Huh?
I noticed somebody made a remark that when he got his gloves, it looks just like mine. I don't know what company he got his from, and he might have bought his from a knockoff company. I don't know, but he said his Velcro wasn't correct, and you know, when you pull the strap over the latchet or to where it would fasten up tighter. He said his was on the back side or something other. And I thought, wow, the quality must have went down.
You see mine flapping out there? I just lazy, man. I have no.
That's me too. If you put it on there, it's going to stick. But I think he said his was on the wrong something. It was sewed on the wrong side. Well, anybody can have a bad day, I guess.
You know, it did a flip in the assembly line. No, I got the Milwaukee ones. I used the link you gave me.
Yeah, the Milwaukee ones are the authentic. And what I like about it, they're really thin on the end of the finger, so you can touch your touch screen stuff. It's sensitive enough that you can actually touch on your phone. You don't have to take your gloves off. Well, I've wore the end of my fingers out because I've touched a lot of stuff.
I hear you. Just stop touching that. I can hear it now.
Will you stop touching me?
Yeah. Don't make me touch you.
Slapping your mitts away from everything there. Huh? I can see Angelique having to patrol you in the stores. Stop touching
She
that.
sees my flapping on the glove, and I don't pay any attention, and she'll see it, and she'll tap me on the shoulder. So now I just raise my arm up, and she'll reattach my strap.
Gosh, that's service, man. Kindness. Work together.
I told her this morning about us going over to Nakalulu for a ride, and she's well, I got both of my batteries charged up. We're going to take both batteries. But don't forget, we still have the cable. We can cable it up and run it off the battery on the Harley. We don't have to.
Yeah,
we don't have to worry about running out of batteries.
You got backup.
Right.
That's what I was doing, man. I was sick. Were you proud of me yesterday by chance?
Yeah, I was.
Using all your knowledge, man. I tried to think of every damn thing.
Tethering. I was like, there he goes. I was like, good for him, tethering.
Yeah, I saw where you said, where do you mount a camera on a Harley? He was back there in the back end there looking for a place to. I like the sound of yours when you shift gears there, Moto. That between shifts.
Yeah, the D-cell. I put a mic in there. I used the dongle like I was talking about in the video or in the live, and stuck all the extra stuff underneath the seat. The cord, the 5 miles they give you that you never use to go from your dongle to your helmet. You only need like about a foot, and they give you 5 feet.
Yeah,
but I ain't complaining. Just saying. And I did find out different things about that dongle. Like sometimes when you hear noises and rattles or pops and stuff, pull that metal casing off. Go in there. There's 2 little wires that go to the smallest little microphone you'd ever see in your life. And those wires are so close, and they're not insulated well. And they, if you twist and they start touching and clacking or hitting the metal on the outside of the casing, so go in there, throw a little mini electrical tape around there, and save you $30, and go right again. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to try to pick up the exhaust like I've done it before, and I got it coming down the brake line, the rear brake line, and what do you call it? Tied it, zip tied it. And so it's about this far from the exhaust. We'll see how it is. And it's up and above, so it ain't like a direct hit. But
that's cool.
See, it's been a while since I've done that, so I thought I'd try it. I'm going to probably put music over it anyway, like what YouTube does. And
it'll be plenty loud. You can control the volumes anyway.
Yeah, I don't think they let you layer once you add music.
You're
done, unless I downloaded it again and then re-edited it and put my exhaust in there. which is just fine. He's got hard. I can do it without music. It would be cool, I think.
Yeah.
Do something to
get the full effect.
That's about it. Yeah, I don't know. Probably been done 1,000 times, probably. So
Still
I
sounds
like
great.
when I have it down on my shifter, like on my forward control links, and I've mounted my GoPros there and been right down there at the front wheel, and you watch that thing go and turn and do stuff. It's kind of just interesting for a motovlogger to do when you want to do something different and have some fun with. So going to step out for a few, and before I get back, yeah, in case we're not here, we'll be on. Well, I'll be on tonight. And if you guys want to join, you get time, and you just got like a Saturday night. Sometimes you stay busy. You living life out there large, old Mac.
If we're back from over yonder, I'm hoping we get back before dark, but it don't matter. We got lights.
Yeah,
I hate here in Alabama to ride after dark because of
yeah,
the deer. We
animals.
have so many deer where I live out here that
Mhm.
we've already every one of us in the family has ran over a deer here.
Yeah,
Usually it's catastrophic to your grill headlights.
Yeah.
and this grill. If you're on a bike,
Yeah.
knock your damn teeth out. Yeah, I've had a close call with deer. You saw Ray Gregory; he did too.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you're from Minnesota, like I am. We've all hit deer in our vehicles. That was quite common. So if you ride a motorcycle at night, you're just like gambling,
Yeah.
and nothing you can do.
Aim for the ass end.
Aim for the ass, so it can just spin around and spin out of your way.
Well, usually they're not going that way. So
Or the buck, yeah. If it's a buck, be careful. You got daggers coming at you.
yeah.
Well, I think I'll get ready to roll,
You got appointments today?
do my thing, and don't think so. Which is really
I
odd.
thought you had
Saturday, all
I
week
thought
is
you had a customer.
all week is loaded up. I'm just excited to get out on the bike, and I got to go out there and check, make sure all my stuff works. I did last night. I worked last night.
That's good.
Yeah, I checked everything, audio. So I'm gonna have 3 cameras. You have one for the rear, and that's more just for monitoring the traffic in case something happens. And sometimes I add a little clip in on the videos I make of it as well. And the other one, I'll have a side view, a vertical view, so I can make that in with the horizontal view all at the same time too. It's kind of interesting to do. I don't know. Different stuff to try. Make my editing last longer.
Yeah.
I was trying to do it. It takes a good 3-4 hours to do a video. Like I was thinking about it. After you do that, then you got to go make a thumbnail. Then you have to write a story about it. And then you got to tag it. And there's a little bit involved to it.
It's not just 1, 2, 3.
No, unless you do like Mac, you run it and you do the whole thing and don't worry about set it and forget it.
Yeah. I like setting it and forget it once in a while. I think I may do one of those.
But it's a thing. If you like editing and you like doing it, it's a creating thing, just like you do with the music, Mac. That's something you have available to you, and there's an art to that.
Hey, I went through yesterday. You remember I've got a lot of music in there, and I took and weeded out and got it down to like 82 songs.
Yeah.
It's now when you go to N4DR or when you go to when you go over there to Old Mac at Old.
Yep.
When you get there, you'll see there's a list of 82 songs, I think. It took me hours to just go through because I had little bits and pieces of a song here and there, and I went and discarded everything, cleaned it up, got the thing really. I'm down. I started out at 5,000 points or 5,000 credits, and I'm down to 500 and something credits left. I'm running out of credit.
Damn. Until next month or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. Have you tried thinking about the playlist? I know you got probably don't need it, but you got so much like the playlist. You can do different genres and put playlists and
I did.
whatever.
I created a playlist called Old Max Music, or
Yeah.
is it Old Max? I think it's Old Max Songs. Yeah,
Well,
Old Max Songs.
having a
So I did.
playlist.
I made a playlist and I put all of that. And it's 82 songs in the Old Max song.
Yeah. Oh wow! I just saw something new in StreamYard. By the way, sick bastard. Do you see at the bottom where it says "all" now when you post your comment? You press the drop down box, and that way I don't have 3 comments when I put something in there from all 3 destinations that I. Huh.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, having a playlist I think would be somewhat important. Like I wouldn't mind like having music in the background on one of these streams one day just to try it in the morning. If it's annoying, we shut it off, but you can put it on real light and easy. And if I played one of your playlists, then they'd just be all in the background, kind of set low and be on while, and everybody in the chat would have a little something to listen to as well. I don't know.
Here's Connie's cake.
Yeah.
Her daughter made for her yesterday.
I
think it says "Happy Birthday, Mom," or
Yeah.
They made it for her yesterday, so
That's swirl right
they
over.
was having a good time last night. I saw them
Oh yeah.
when they were having their celebration. It looked like they was having. Old Matt could have livened it up a little bit, but I wasn't
think
there.
so. Yeah, they probably enjoy having. It's like when you visited your sister in Washington, man. That was a hoot. You guys were like teenage kids all over again and just having a blast. It was fantastic to see.
Yeah.
I was always their big brother. I always got them in trouble, you know. Because they tried to run of old Mac when I was when they was youngsters and they didn't have what it takes.
You know. The doo-doo stir. Yeah, man, you want to be that radical person, you know. Do we invite them this time or not? Well, I don't know. Yeah, let's do it again. Let's try it. Oh shit.
We're still having fun.
Yeah. No, those are the guys I hang out with, especially when I was younger, you know, radical, out of the, box, funny, crazy, doing stuff. That was an attraction to me, so I'm sure I would have loved you to death back in the day.
The risk
We had
taker.
a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to be, I did some trying to prove yourself,
We went to a big race in Benton City, Washington. We went all the way up from Chowchilla, California, got up there for the big race. And while we was up there for 4 days, there's a big reservoir up in Benton City. It's concrete that where they hold the water. They used to hold it for irrigation, and it's huge. I'm talking about a quarter of a mile across it. It's like a bowl in the ground, all concrete. And we'd get up and ride the wall of that bowl, and then we would ride as fast as the machine would run, riding around that thing. Because the faster you ran, the better it held you onto the wall. When you wanted to come down, you just simply throttle back a little bit, and gravity would bring you to the bottom.
Yeah.
Everything wheels is in the house.
So, sir,
Good morning. Yeah. Listen to his new video today too.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty closely and throughout the whole thing, and yeah. Good stuff, man. You sound in better spirits, man. That's like anytime I hear that, I'm like, that's a plus. And
hey,
I'm flabbergasted at what you're doing and how you're doing it. Good morning. Yeah. Just getting ready to dive out here pretty soon. So just a heads up. I wish I could have kept on my live last night a little bit more. That was really fun out in the garage, but I got a call. My grandbaby was playing softball and doing mom was trying to get me on there a live shot as she was there getting ready to bat. And, it's like duty calls. You got to cut off. I needed to get up there and go see her. They're like about 45, 50 minutes away, but Got to go show up for your family when you can. That's what I need to do next time when she plays. But yeah, it was a good time in the garage. You were sleeping, don't you? You stay up kind of late. Yeah. Yeah, we're down to about 4 people here. It looks like we were down to 2 earlier. It's like, damn. Has everybody got stuff to do on Saturdays?
Yeah, weekend. Everybody's got the things they have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I've got like 180-mile ride to do today.
Yeah, definitely. Do not forsake your family. 100%. Yes, I know you are, bro.
The only reason I'm saying that like it's some kind of a drudgery of having to go do a 190-mile ride is the fact is there's always in that distance an opportunity to run into a damn rain shower. And it makes it so miserable. You know, you get soaking wet and you stay wet all day.
Yeah.
Well, depending on, I don't know, I've got wet 2 or 3 times and come home dry. And downpours because it gets so hot out there. I don't know if you're at that stage yet, but it gets so hot that you dry off before you get home.
I think our high for today is going to be 80. So, but the overcast, when you're doing 70, 75 miles per hour with the overcast and gray, it just doesn't feel that warm to me.
Yeah.
It's going to be 91, 93, and 90 the next 3 days.
And smoking, yeah. We're 75 today, so doing good. That's going to be perfect. Ooh, Robert, you did a live for a while. I don't know how long you did it, but it was good to see you pretending to feel better anyway.
Yeah,
Robert.
Yeah.
But, and his wife put out a video last night. It was so late. It was like 2 a.m. here, and I happened to see it. Well, I just had to make a comment and be first at least.
Yeah.
And I said, I gotta watch it later. Yeah. But I did listen to it, and she's incorporating a lot of her signing and talking like she's talking to people who are going to listen to it that may need that service. So that's really a nice thing to do. And to see how you can sign and still talk and keep your focus on what you're doing. And that just comes natural. Like, you don't have to think about, oh, what am I doing, over here. And she knows it fluently.
Yeah.
Skills, man, skills. And what a good skill, selfless skill to have to help others. That's how I look at that stuff. I mean, it really is. All right, peace out. I'm going to
shut it down. Everybody.
I want to get my thing on. Mac, thanks for showing up. Sick, thanks as always for showing up.
Love you guys all.
Yeah, I love you guys too, man. Say, I know, appreciate. Yeah, man. We appreciate her. I'm glad. Hope she keeps doing what she does. All right, peace.
Appreciate it, everybody. Take care.
Yeah. So, thank you, everyone, for having a wonderful coffee with me, man. It is much greatly appreciated. I think we started the day off right. So, just we'll love on your peeps. Tell your friends you love them. Tell your family you love them. And just go out, have the best day you can. Spread it out there. We'll see you again soon. Bye.